But I got another clip I want to play because this one here is kind of in the same boat in my opinion. But let's get into it.
There are a lot of women that want men that they're not qualified for.
Ooh, Sarah.
I do. And this is what I mean by that. Please make a bar graph for yourself. 1 bar. Okay. Next bar, same height. 6 bars, the same height. And one is going to be mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, and energetically. What I want you to do is I want you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. You cannot use 7. Where do you rank yourself? Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, and energetically. When you do those ones, add them all up and then divide it by 6 for your average of the number. What number do you have? If you haven't been to the gym and you are 75 pounds overweight, man or woman, do not give yourself an 8. Do not give yourself a 6. If you do not feel good, if you have low energy, if you know you ain't talked to God in 10 years, don't you give yourself no 9 on a spiritual level. If you know that you are so emotionally dysregulated and misaligned that you are incapable of navigating through conflict emotionally, you may not be that strong. So when you rank yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, and you cannot use 7 in those separate areas, if you are a 4, don't ask for no 10. If you are a 5, don't ask for no 10. If you are a 6, don't ask for a 10. We have to be so self-aware with ourselves and where we lie on this thing, because a lot of us think that we deserve something. We feel entitled to something that we really don't have coming.
And when you say that, you got to look in the mirror, because it applies to a lot of these women who are saying it as well. Because I think a lot of the ones who are her, she's another one that I find a little sketchy. I ain't gonna lie. And once again, decent looking woman, but these women are not spring chickens, and they're single, and they've both all been engaged but never been married, and I don't think have any kids. Let's continue.
And maybe ask your 3 closest friends. What would you rank me on a scale of 1 to 10, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, and energetically? So your friends can help you. And you can identify with where you actually are. We have to be realistic with what it is that we offer.
Can I ask you, where did you get that grading system come from?
I made it up.
What?
Because everybody is constantly comparing me to Kevin Samuels. And Kevin Samuels does the physical thing. If you could give yourself a scale of 1 to 10, no makeup, no lashes, what would you rank yourself? You can't use 7. Okay, well, how are you as a whole human? Because that's really more important. And when you look at the wholeness, because I believe that's what real, true life success is. Success is when you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, and energetically are happy with who you are. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you're excited for more growth, but you're excited about where you're at, right? So when you're actually there, you can look and see how I am.
If they're not where they want to be, do you feel like they should just keep their legs closed, their penises
They should be single and work on themselves. Because the truth is, we attract the level that we're at. This is the thing. If you're a 4, that doesn't mean you can't be a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It doesn't mean that. What it means is that you've got work to do. And now you can see where those areas are. That also means don't try to fix everything at once. You've got to choose one thing, narrow in on that one thing. I think a lot of people get distracted inside of life because they're shooting for their big shift. But the truth is, your big shift is measured inside of your micro actions.
You know, and once again, I call cap on her too. One thing about getting older is you get to sit back and you can recall some things that you've seen, you know, once again, experience, seeing other people's lives, seeing how people actually move, what they say versus what they do. Because people say one thing and it's all good, but they do something else, you know? And so I've seen a lot of that. And so Christian, it don't matter who you are. You could be Christian. You could think you emotionally intelligent. You could think you spiritually, emotionally, all this together, and then somebody push one wrong button and you'll see all this spiritually, emotionally, sound and all that. You'll be in jail behind the bars crying. Say he pushed me too far. Right. So all of that is be a lot of BS. You sow this and sow that all together, and let somebody push one button that button that you don't like, you'll see the true nature. You'll see what really would happen. Like that girl, this girl on TikTok, she done beat up her husband that was in jail, talking about he was such a great man. He might be, but something happened, and she was like, you know, she's so, I forget her name, whatever, but she ended up going to jail for domestic violence. So I'm just saying, like, a lot of this stuff is just talking points. I want to know the real situation, like what's really going on, how you really gonna act in these situations. And you'll find that a lot of times people either they can't deal with it. When the going gets tough, they get to going. You know what I'm saying? They just bail. They bail. Or they start spazzing out and crashing out because they can't handle it. They don't, they don't know how to resolve conflict. All this stuff, a lot of this shit goes out the window when you're really tested. This is why a lot of these people be single to me. I think when you find super attractive people and they're older and single and they're talking like this, is because there's something sketchy behind the scenes. There's something sketchy behind the scene. That's either their attitudes, they are aggressive, or they got anger issues, stuff like that. I'm telling you. A lot of times when people talk so good like this, everything seems intact. And then we ask, why you ain't got no man? Because they really be psychopaths behind the scene a lot of times. And I'm just speaking in general. People like that who have it all together usually be the most craziest ones. That's why they're single. They can't be in a relationship because the relationship ain't gonna work out because they are crazy a lot of times. And so but they'll sit there and make you think, oh, it's just I haven't met the right one. You might have met the right one, but he probably ran from you because you was the one who had the issues. So actions speak louder than words. I don't really buy into what everybody is saying because I know how people are, and I know you can be triggered. No matter how emotionally intelligent you think you are, no matter how spiritually, financially, all that don't matter. It don't matter because once again, women talk all this stuff like, oh, I need the man to be this and that and that. And he have all this. So you want a perfect, he need to be financially, he need to be stable, he need to be emotionally, all that. It don't mean he still won't knock your head between the washing and drying. I mean, shit, he could be all that. He still, you might trigger him. You might get in his face and he might knock your head between the washer and the dryer. Okay, now all that emotionally, all that other stuff you said that you thought he had went down the tube when he's in jail for domestic violence. I'm just saying, because you triggered him. People still can be triggered. I don't think nobody is 100% there. I don't think nobody is 100% sound and not phased and just what. I don't think nobody is 100% there. I think people have worked on themselves and they're at a better place, but I think everybody could be triggered. Everybody could be triggered. I'm just saying. That's what I believe. I don't think nobody is 100% all the way. Oh, nobody can trigger you or nobody can't do. No, this is why peace is important. This is why I like my peace. I need my peace. I don't want to have to deal with you and all the foolishness that come with you, So I don't buy it. I really don't. I don't buy it. I don't buy that these people are all together and so sane and you know what I mean? No, I just don't.